Hey everybody, so in this video we're going to be looking at plotting data on the Cartesian coordinate plane and using properties of absolute value. So we're going to go through these pretty quick. You're always welcome to listen at 1.5. I know that I talk fast anyway, but if you just want to speed through, you're welcome to, or skip through to see what you know and what you don't. So we'll make I will do another video on distance formula, midpoint, know and use circle equations of circles. I'll make those in different videos. So here, Cartesian coordinate plane and use of absolute value. So Cartesian coordinate plane, what is that? Well, that's not moving. It's one of these. So you've used that always. So quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4, kind of makes a C. Here's the origin at 0, 0, and the x-axis, the y-axis. Awesome! You know that. If you're like, why do we call it the Cartesian plane? I don't know. Descartes said so. So it's really just the rectangular coordinate system. So how about this? One of the things that I'm going to have you do is plot a scatter plot. Now, as you do this, I know that you have done this before because I've watched you do it in science. So you're going to practice it. If you need help, phone a friend, ask a friend. The one big thing is I would maybe not use 2000, 2001. I would say maybe 0 is at 2000. And here, just figure out how do you want to label the sides. Super important that you label the sides. Right? Then as we go through, also you can look at the paper notes if you really want to look at this. Okay, so a scatter plot is just when you do a whole bunch of stuff. You do not connect the dots on a scatter plot. You usually do a line of best fit. Now, here's where it's very important. So, absolute value. What does absolute value mean? Distance from 0. I don't think you had me when we sang that song, but that's what it is. And so absolute value is just the magnitude, the size. We don't care which direction it's going, just how big it is. So what's the absolute value of 3? Yeah, absolute value of 3 is 3. What's the absolute value of negative 5? 5. Awesome. So that's really good review. The piece that maybe you haven't thought of before is here. So you have those two straight lines. So two straight lines around an integer. Absolute value. What does absolute value mean? Distance from 0. So this one says, what's the absolute value of negative 4? And the answer is 4. Okay, but this one in B, pi minus 6. How am I going to write that? I don't want to take the pi out of there. The absolute value of that is actually 6 minus pi. Why? Well, because you know that absolute value is never going to be negative. I'm not going to say that it's always positive because 0. It's just never negative. And so pi is about 3.14, right? So 3.14-ish minus 6 would be negative. So therefore I have to swap them. Ha! You do that in your head a lot when you do absolute value problems. Even when you're just doing integer problems, you switch things and then you make sure the sign is right. Okay, but what if I did pi minus 2 and said the absolute value of that? Would you have to switch those? You wouldn't, because pi is bigger than 2. So that one would stay pi over 2. All right, so let's just check a couple of properties. You can, so the absolute value is never negative. The absolute value of like negative 2 is the same as the absolute value of positive 2. And then you can pull them apart. So you can take the absolute value of the whole product or the absolute value of each thing, absolute value of the whole product, or just each piece. All right, so that's just a quick review of absolute value and Cartesian plane.